Hey guys, welcome to a new YouTube video. In this video I will show you the untold truth behind making millions online. Believe me, I'm in this business space, in the e-com space for like 6 years almost, and I generated closely to 10 million in sales, and it all sounds good and fun, but there is a hard truth that a lot of people don't tell. This whole truth I told at my first public speaking at my own event in Faro. Around 100 people were listening to it, and I just told the whole secrets about how it is making millions online and the bad stuff that happens with it as well. I will show you the good stuff, but also the bad stuff. And the bad stuff not a lot of people talk about, and that's a shame. I think a lot of more people will talk about it and need to talk about it because there's so much more to learn. So please guys, keep in mind this one was my first public speaking. It is, I think, a training for like 20 or 25 minutes. It's in Faro in Portugal. I think it's 6 months ago. So you can see that I'm a little bit nervous, and it was the first time speaking in English as well. But I think there are a lot of valuable lessons that I've learned making millions online, and I want to teach you them as well, so you can keep in mind that this is also the hard truth of making money online and coming out for it. So please enjoy this video, and I will see you at the end.
First, to break the ice a little bit, I'm nervous as fuck as well, so we're gonna break the nerves. I want to do a little exercise with you guys. This is something I learned in the Capital Club from Luke Belmer. And I noticed, like, every time I go to the event, I was like, what am I doing here? What do I want to learn? I paid so much money. Am I getting the knowledge that I want to get? So we're going to do a little introduction, and we are going to set the intention. Intention is very important. I find the importance of intention is you know why you're here, what you're doing here, and what you want to get, and what you can give. Everyone has a little note in the back, so please take your notepad. It's just a 5-minute text. You don't have one? Here you go, buddy. Everybody has a notepad? Okay, that's good. Please write down these 3 questions. Why am I here? What do I want? And what can I give? This is an exercise to put up your intention. Why am I here? What do I want? And what can I give? I give you 5 minutes for this small exercise, 5 minutes, just put it right there for you. And we're gonna tell the guy behind you the answers of these questions. This means row 1 will tell to row 2, row 3 will tell to row 4, etc. I hope it's going well, otherwise you will switch between, but please tell someone. Can we have for 5 minutes a little bit of music, Rui? 5 minutes of music? Okay, please write it down. Okay, why am I here? What do I want? What can I give? Please stand up each other. Please, everyone stand up. If you don't have the answers yet, just chit-chat. Just the first row turns behind. That's good. Well, now you met some people, now you know why you're here, now you know what you want to give, or now you know what you can get. Please keep this conversation going, like in the breaks and the dinner, because there can be like some small kind of golden nugget, as we call it, some kind of new connection that you can make, and it can change your life. For me, it's always life-changing a little bit. Just improving myself for 5 or 10% can change your whole life. That's about my presentation as well. High peaks have deep valleys. I'm going to tell a little story about me, so maybe some guys don't know me, and the guys that know me, maybe they know me from television, they have a bad idea about me right now. So we're going to clear that up a little bit. I'm going to tell you my 4 life lessons that have made so big impact in my life that my life turned around like very quickly. And I'm talking about 4 years. But before I'm going to share these lessons, I need to tell you what changed me. So we throw the, reverse card. Because the guy that you see right now, I'm a little bit insecure right now, but I was way more insecure like the last 4 years, and especially what happened last year. That made me realize, okay, the biggest changes have some life lessons in it, and I want to share these life lessons. There's a little difference. Well, Dominique chose the nice pictures of me. On, on the left, I was sitting in Santorini. I think the most beautiful island of Greece ever. If someone thinks not, please come to me and I will smack you. And on the right side, you see me graduating from my college degree. I was a physical therapist. And on the right side, oh man, it went bad. Because we were celebrating, but my girlfriend in the pink, a shout out to Shannon, she was not knowing I was having such big financial problems. I was addicted to gambling. Well, we're standing there in Las Vegas in gambling. So I was in debt. I was 4 years ago. I was in very bad debt. I had they froze my bank account. I only had 36 euros per month to live from, and my girlfriend was literally paying for everything. They froze my card, so they came by, they knocked on my door, they cut down my card, and I got the credit card from Shannon, and she was like, okay, now you need to pay everything with this, but please, you only get 36 euros per month. I was, oh, thank you, babe, that's enough. Well, what I've noticed as well is I was jealous about people who made more money than me and had, in general, a better life than me, because I hated people that had a better degree. I was just hating people that had so much joy in life, and I was not having this much joy. Also, my money mindset was pretty bad. I was addicted to gambling. I thought crypto would save me. I thought taxes did not exist. And I thought, yeah, dropshipping will make me a millionaire in 1 month. But oh boy, what was I wrong? I did all the work that I needed to just get out of this rat race. I did everything I could, but I felt so lost. And to show you how lost I was, you see it on my bank statements as well. My problems started very early, like student rekening. It's from 2016. In 2016 already the problem started, 7 years ago. I started the year pretty bad, 120 euros in minus, and I ended the year with 600 euros in minus. So I noticed like, okay, I'm still in control. The bank allows 5K in debt. I'm still in control. Let's see what's next year happening. Well, yes, next year I fucked up again. I ended up with 650 euros in debt. I was like, okay, 10% already done. Okay, we can keep going. And as you can see, in the 2019, I ended up with 1.7K in debt. And that was not much for me at the time. I was like, I still have a lot of money to spend. I can still spend 3.3K. But then as you saw on the picture before, I was standing in Las Vegas. I was the only one with a credit card. Well, don't give a guy that does not know how to spend money a credit card with 10K in credit. That's not smart. So what I did, I invited Shannon, I invited my 2 best friends to join the trip to the United States because I had my degree and we were going to celebrate. And we were celebrating, that's like on this picture, we were celebrating on the right side. And I thought, let's get this credit card, let's get this thing going. I have like 10K on it. I asked my best friend and Shannon, so let's put 2K together on it. So I had a lot of money on it, and I started gambling with it. Well, pretty bad. That's not smart. So the credit card went in big debt, and after I got home, the bank called me, and they were like, dude, you really screwed up. You really screwed up. So I was in debt for like 10K plus. And I needed to make some small changes. But my ego was very much cranked. I just started working as a physical therapist, and I was like, okay, now I can make some money. Now I can finally make some money. But boy, what was I wrong? Physical therapy is not like a high-paying job, and you start with 5 patients, 10 patients, 20 patients. Well, at the end, after 4 years, I treated, I think, 2,000, 3,000 patients I treated. But the funny thing is, when I arrived at the patients with my beautiful car, I already had back pain. So the patient needed to treat me first, then I could treat the patient. But as you can imagine, this will crank your ego very much. This is the car that my girlfriend bought for me. Thank you, Shannon. She was like, okay, if you want a car, you need something to. If you want to work, you need a car because like the weather is pretty bad in the Netherlands. I was bicycling to all the patients, all soaked because of the rain. And she was like, no, you cannot drive an Audi or a BMW because I wanted that. She was like, this suits you. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's true. I think she managed to negotiate with her uncle for like 5 bottles of wine and 200 euros. There it is, a car 10 years older than me. And that was funny. But after looking this, I was like, okay, how can I change my life completely around? How can I do that? Well, eventually I did. I started doing dropshipping. COVID hit, of course. Physical therapy was down, like everybody needed to go home. And I was like, yes, now I'm home. What can I do? I found out about dropshipping like in 2018. So I was like, okay, in 2020, I want to start up again. COVID hit, sold my first winning product. It was like cat hamburger beds. This was like terrible. That's we have still the refunds somewhere lying around. But it was funny. It was just a cat going in a hamburger size of bed, and it was just like, I don't know what it was doing, but it was cute. I went viral, and I made my first 200K while being being hit by COVID in 6 weeks. So I was like, okay, 200K in 6 weeks. Now I'm free. I paid off my debts instantly. My dad borrowed some money. I called my dad. I was like, dude, you have always stood up for me. I'm gonna buy you something back. My dad was also like a very bad money mindset, so I learned it from him. And I bought him a car as well. I think it was the most beautiful moment I had in my life. Well, how about now? Well, just for today, I'm running an agency where we help growing other e-commerce companies and help them with the back end. I'm able to be an example, to be a leader for the company, to be an example for my friends and for my family, and I have more focus and pleasure than ever before. On the left, you see my dog, and Shannon, we were laughing about it because we love the beaches here, and he loves the beaches very much, and he's just looking at the beach. He just came out of the sand, and he was like, dude, get me back, please, get me back. And we were so laughing because we were waiting for the taxi. On the right side, you see us celebrating last week. I turned 29 last week, so I expect some gifts today. No, you see how she baked a nice cake for me. The dog loves it as well. Of course, it's a Labrador, they eat fucking everything. But now I've seen the changes in me. I wanted to give you something back to inspire you guys, and maybe you guys are in a similar situation or have been in a similar situation. And now you know more about me. Now I'm going to tell you how this can happen for you and others as well, because like maybe some people are just stuck, and maybe you want to move as well to here, or maybe you want to grow another company. You always have demons in your head, another level, another devil. Well, the first lesson that I've learned is life is about balance. My girlfriend will laugh because she knows I hate the word balance. I hate it so much. People are like, oh, I need more balance, I need more balance. And I'm like, only monks in the temples do have balance. They don't have social media, they don't have complaining wives, they don't have anything. Well, if you have balance, you make more time for things you need to do and make time for things you want to do. And I was always like, how can I get more balance in my life? And I was always striving for the situation of balance, but that was not true. I've noticed balance is an act. Balance is an act of life. And it made me think about these rope walkers, this is how you call them. Who thinks this woman has a lot of balance? Does this woman have a lot of balance? I think so, right? Yeah, that's what I see. But what I've noticed, they don't walk in a straight line. They never walk in a straight line. It never goes this. I've never seen that. But what they do, they make small micro adjustments through life. I was like, wow, that's life. That's typical how life goes. You make small micro adjustments to keep balance. But if you fall down, you have a nice security. You have nice security. Well, in the Netherlands, we have a lot of security and safety for the government. But if you want to come out, you can climb up and you can start where you left. That's just how life goes. So keep in mind, if you want more balance, make small improvements in life. The second one is when there is light, there is also darkness. Your mental strength is a major key for your success in life. And this was a hard one. This was a pretty hard one. I've learned it the hard way because of last year even. Maybe some guys know. There I am. People were mad at me. I don't know why, but now I know why. I had such a good intention. I was like dropshipping for like months. I was doing good numbers. And my girlfriend wanted to start a company with her sister. And she was like, dude, you always seem to make money from everywhere. Can we not do something together? I was like, yeah, I just figured out dropshipping on Google like 2 years ago. I just found it out. I was the only one running Google in the Netherlands. And as you can see, we just started like maybe 2 weeks before this, and we already started with like in 1 week, 10K, 20K a day, and it was like for months. This was for months. And we were just like with my girlfriend and with my sister-in-law, we called each other the dream team, and we were just hitting those crazy numbers. Money was flowing in, she was making much more money, my sister-in-law was making much more money, and we were so happy. And this is typical like the bright life. So I was like always flying higher, higher and higher and higher. And then I got invited to a national TV channel, and they were like, hey, we've heard about you, we seemed you are doing good in life. Do you want to swap places with a family that does not have a lot of money? And I was like, yes, of course, because I've been there. I had no money 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So yes, of course, I would love to. So the intention was good. I would love to give back. But boy, that kicked me in the ass very quickly. It took them 1 year to edit all the content, so you see I'm still a fluffy motherfucker. This was like 2 years ago, and it took them 1 year to go live, and when it went live, I got like not so good I got not so kind messages, let's say that. I was getting called, I was getting emailed that I needed to kill myself, that they want to kill my girlfriend, that they want to kill everyone that I've worked with because I was a dropshipper. Oh boy, I was a dropshipper. And dropshipper in the Netherlands stands for oplichter. I was an oplichter because I dropshipped. And they were like, never, never, ever give a dropshipper stage on a big national television channel. So yeah, there I am. I was a nice scammer. I was an oplichter, and I was like, I'm never gonna speak again. I'm never gonna show my face again. I went very downwards. But then still, after that, the agency started because I've noticed. Okay, I've seen higher highs. I've seen higher lows. That's the Greek myth, Icarus. That's the Greek myth. Dominique named the agency Icarus because he heard my story and he was like, dude, you're Icarus. This is typical you. So then the agency started because I wanted to help people with saving their back end and being good at the front end, because if you do scale to such a high numbers, life will hit you with rocks, and I want to help you with that. So that brings me to life lesson number 3. Choose your partnerships wisely and know when the end is coming. You're not choosing only your partner, you're choosing your future as well. Keep that in mind. You're not choosing your partner, you're also choosing your future. Because many relationships go on for like many, many years. And I've noticed this as well. Like the golden rule I had for myself in 2017, I was always hustling, making some money, and I was always doing that with friends. And after that, I was like, never ever I'm gonna do business again with my best friends. Never ever. And well, there I was, the squad with friends, built my dropship company. This is not a real picture, of course, for people wondering. But I've asked my best friends to join the company, and I asked them, please help me with this dropshipping business. I want to run 11 stores. I just can't handle 3. Please, let's multiply. And it went very good. It went very good. We were doing like 1, 2, 3 million a month. It was doing wonders. It was doing wonders. But money doesn't change you. Money amplifies you. Money amplifies your character. So I've never seen so much money coming in, but my friends also. My friends had just a 9-to-5 job, and they were like, dude, this is so much money. And then the real character was coming out, and was like, okay, you can have 10%, sure. Oh, you need 20%, okay, 20% is good. And then I believe the iOS update hit in 2021, I believe. And the whole business went down in 1 month. We went from 3 million a month to, I believe, 60K a month with 40 employees. And I was like, oh my fucking God, what did I do? Well, my best friend, let's say this is my best friend. He asked me like, okay, dude, it's running very badly. What can we do? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe we need to switch to some other platform. Fuck Facebook. No, keep on Facebook. Okay, well, let's keep on Facebook. Well, this guy was already telling, please go to TikTok. I was like, okay, we go to TikTok. No, please keep Facebook. And this was just only the discussions we had for months. And after months, my best friend came and he was like, Okay, we need to. I wanted to stop my my 9 to 5 job so I can keep more focus. I was like, okay, let's do that. He checked with his boss, and the problem was in the Netherlands it's more common if you have if you have a good job, you get a car from the company, you get coachings, you get consultings, you get teachings. And he wanted to stop, and his boss told him, yeah, you can stop if you pay me 40K. What I've noticed is that the jobs in the Netherlands, they give you such a big preferences, they give you such a good loyalties, and he wanted to stop, and he needed to pay 40K back to his boss. And I was like, 40K, dude, that's fucking a lot of money. He did not have the money, so who paid the boss? Yep, I did. I wanted to bring like €5 bills in a big car, and I wanted to drive to them. I was like, yeah, fuck you, here is 40K. But no, of course, I just transferred the money. I bailed him out of jail, let's say it. I bailed him out of more slavery, the 9 to 5. And what I've noticed is after 2 months, he was like, well, that's good. After 2 months, the company was still not doing good. And he was like, maybe I want to stop. I was like, you want to stop? What you mean? Well, 2 days later, he stopped. Oh, and I'm back. 2 days later, he stopped. And that was very bad. He was my best friend for like 15 years. He went away with like 40K in euros. I paid him for the bus because otherwise he needed to work for 4 years longer. Then he moved away, and he was like, yeah, fuck dropshipping, never doing dropshipping again. It fucks up my mind. I'm going to work for the government. Oh boy, that's a step. Oh, that's a step in the heart. Oh. But yeah, that's what I needed to learn. Like, if I got the gut feeling, please don't do it, I needed to listen to that. My gut feeling was already telling, this is bad news. This is not going good. And my friends were already telling, please, put it on paper, put it on contract, please. But I was like, no, man, it's my best friend. He will never screw me over. Yep, he did. So please, choose your partners wisely. You're choosing your future as well. By saying no to someone else, you're saying yes to yourself. Be honest who you are, and be honest about who you aren't. Because we are rid of a lot of males, and we have ego. Oh, ego is such a cool thing, right? We say, yes, I can do that. Yes, I want to build this company. Yes, 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 yes. And at the end, I believe it's a famous book, The 5 Regrets of Dying. The number one is, I was living a life people did expect from me, but I was not living my own life. That's crazy, right? People die and they say that. And that's because they did not say no. They were always saying, yes, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Like, my mom was always telling, like, oh, I'm just multitasking. I'm doing so much things together. Yeah, mom, you said yes to everything. You said yes to everything. Please say no. Please say no. And the funny thing is, who came by plane here? Okay. I hope not a private jet, otherwise we need to talk. But the funny thing is, you learned this lesson already in the plane, because everybody knows this, right? The oxygen mask. And the oxygen mask stands for this lesson. I think this is what it stands for, this lesson. They always tell, please put on your mask first, then your kid. And I was like a kid, Mom, really? Yep. First put on the mask yourself, then help others. And this is how it goes. By saying no to someone else, you're saying yes to yourself. And the oxygen mask is a nice metaphor for it, because we need the oxygen in our body to give oxygen to others, to give life to others. So this is the lesson you've learned already in the plane. I think it's a very nice lesson to learn, because that's, I think, one of the biggest steps I've made last year, because my comeback in business a little bit, I got a lot of deals, people wanted to work with me, and normally I said yes, 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 and now I was like, no, 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 no. And now it went fine, and until I met Dominique. Dominique was the first guy, like in 1 year, that I said yes to, because the connection, because the gut feeling was like, yes, finally someone that understands me, finally someone that is fulfilling me, finally someone that's taking care of me so I can take care of him as well. But he was already saying, but dude, I first need to fix myself, then I can help you. And that's what I like. People are straight up, honest, and that's what I know, that's a good relationship. So to summarize it, we have these 4 life lessons. if you want to take note, please. Number 1 was life is about balance. Make time for things you need to do and make time for things you want to do. The second one was when there is light, there is also darkness. Your mental strength is a major key for success in life. And the third one was choosing your partnerships wisely know when the end is coming. And the last one we talked about is by saying no to someone else, you're telling yes to yourself. Implement these lessons, take note, and apply your learnings for a life full of potential. And if I do make to summarize, I think by making these decisions this last year, I'm just being here on stage. Otherwise, I would never been on stage again. After the scandal with the TV, I was like, never see this, nobody's going to see my face. I'm going to move to Portugal. I still do believe taxes don't exist, thanks to Derek. He's gonna explain it as well. So that thing did not change. But I hope you guys learned a little bit of this. Now you know me, and I'm just asking you guys, please, if you have like a similar story last year, maybe a few years ago you're going through, please connect with me. I love to connect with people that have a similar story, that have these burdens, because that's where the hidden gems are. That's where the major keys in life, like DJ Khaled would say, major key would lay in life, because that's where the golden nuggets are. It's not about the Facebook hack or just a new tax update or etc. No, what have you made through life and what can you bring in this company? So guys, thank you for listening to me. Let's move on to the Q&A, and I will thank you with my heart. Thank you. Okay, if we don't have like questions, or you think like, okay, I have a nice question for later. We have a panel later on at the last day, because you guys know Melvin got sick. I think he got nervous. We will have a live Q&A in a panel with all the panel leaders. So if you have a good question for that, please keep it in mind. We will write it down in the lunch break. So good. Anyone else? Any more questions that I can help you guys with? Hank. Yep, I've seen my best friend in real life, and guess what he's doing? Dropshipping. Yeah. Yep. That's how life stabs you in the back, right? I think that's the most. It's such a funny thing. He was making so much money with the government, because the government pays a lot of money, especially with freelancing. And he was like, nah, now I've saved up 60K. Let's do dropshipping again with my old employee as well. So. Yeah, that's how life goes. And I've met him in Dubai. I've just gave him a hand. I was like, dude, just say hi to each other, but don't come close to me. I don't come close to you. And that's just by saying no to someone else. And that's what I did. And
he was never willing to give the money back?
No, because I think, and that's my life lessons as well, I think he brought a lot for me as well. And I think he just uses that as leverage. He's like, yeah, but I've helped him scale to 3 million a month. That's why I don't feel like I don't want the money back. But just tell me like, hey man, I'm just so happy we had that experience together. It changed my life completely. Gratitude and grateful being is such a character that we don't see a lot of common. People are not anymore humble. People don't care about, it's just selfish. It's just selfish being. Thank you guys.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this whole clip. As I told you, it is a story that I've never told before, so this is me just coming out of it, so you know my whole backstory. This is just so you guys get to know me better, and I will get to know you better by commenting. Let me know what you think about it, and let me know what you think about like my first time public speaking. I'm very curious about it. If you want to learn making money online just for free, join our free community as well, so you can be at our next event. We will host it international, so maybe the next time we're very close to you guys and you can join our masterminds as well. So please click in the link in the description. It's totally for free. You can join it, and you can even learn how to scale and make your online business and make 7 figures as well. See you into the next one. Peace.